Woman. Woman has been roaming the earth since the beginning of time as man's rib. To bear children. To clean. And to work.
Hello. One moment, please.
Hello? É do seu informar com pepazinho, tá? Vai de piché? Hola, ¿cómo estás? Un momento, por favor, gracias. Hello?
God gave woman a virtuous gift, a gift as pure as a flower. If she were to give this flower away, then it would fade and die. This flower was...
That's disgusting!
Some people have no shame.
This is a public area? Ah! Asherwo!
Is it that much effort to cover yourself?
Tu mira esa puta!
What a tramp!
And one day, I looked down at myself and noticed the hills on my body and the grass that grew around my legs, my arms, my thighs, and my secret
Temple. It's what they call a woman's body. They say that you should love it and protect it, that it contains a special flower. I try to. I love myself and I protect myself.
Then the questions came. They extended like roots in rich soil, constantly looking for warmth, in search of an answer. My temple.
What I don't understand is the judgment that comes from society when we try to protect ourselves. For example, when we walk into a store to buy pads or tampons or maybe even condoms. We've all been there, where we feel like we are being judged. But it's much deeper than that. A couple of weeks ago, I was due for my yearly woman's exam. I wanted to check myself to make sure I was safe.
Digging further and further for nourishment of my mind. My temple. Must it always be a secret?
He was being sexually promiscuous, so I decided to check myself. When I walked into the clinic, it was all smiles, hellos. Was I nervous? Scared? Sure, but I didn't show it. Hi, I'm here for an HIV and STD testing.
Okay. Do you have your student ID?
As her voice lets out this question, I can see her smile fading. A sad look overcomes her face, and she sinks down into her chair. She points me over to a computer.
Please fill out the information.
As I do so, I can feel her eyes on me. I can feel everyone's eyes on me. There are only 6 people in the room. I finish up and walk over to take a seat. Her gaze follows me all the way to my chair.
Who can pray at my temples? What prayers must I speak for blessings? Why are there no offerings? How will I grow if no one has nurtured me? My temple.
The entire time I want to tell her that there's no reason for her to feel sad for me, that I may not even have an STD, that I haven't been sleeping around. That I am only trying to protect myself and get checked because, well, if I did have an STD, I would hate to infect someone else with it. But instead, I remain a wallflower.
You speak of the wallflower, sitting at the altar, untouched, unattended to, my secret flower and my secret temple. for answers.
How are we supposed to protect ourselves if we don't get checked or talk about it with one another?
Because it's a secret.
Must I remain a wallflower because of the judgment? No. I will not be ashamed of buying pads or tampons or condoms.
So the roots grow deeper.
And I will not be ashamed to walk into the clinic. Hi, I'm here for an HIV and STD testing.
Searching for answers.
I really expected something amazing to happen. Like one morning I'd wake up and I'd be a woman and I'd be different, and I'd feel different and I'd look different. And one morning I woke up and I had them and I didn't look different and I didn't feel different. It was all exactly the same.
I haven't had them yet, so I don't know much. I was 14 and was right time. It wasn't really anything major. I just thought, well, it's going to happen to me one day. And it just comes naturally because everyone has to get it sometime. I just felt that inside me would feel more grown up, but it didn't at all. I'm a year too young for my class. I saw my friends are a year older than me, and so I was the second last person to get together. I just knew it was something part of life and that I was growing up, and Mum goes, your friends have come, and I go, oh yeah, real good, my friends come.
Ever since the day you were born, your body has been changing and growing. But somewhere between the ages of 8 and 17, important and obvious changes begin to happen as you grow into a young woman. Perhaps you've noticed a difference in your mood and the way you think about things. Your body is changing in a very special way. One of the most important changes in a girl's life is the beginning of menstruation, a sure sign that your body is doing exactly what it was designed to do. Lots of girls have their own name for menstruation, but most call it having a period, because that's how it occurs, periodically, about once a month. The word menstruation is taken from the Latin menses, meaning month, and this monthly happening is called the menstrual cycle. No one can say exactly what menstruation will be like for you, but the more you know how your body works, the better you'll feel.
I heard it from the playground first at school, and then I asked my mum about it and she told me. And we saw a series of films, and we learned about menstruation when we were learning about sex and things like that. My mum was in hospital having a baby, and I didn't really know who to turn to, so I had to go to my nana. And I was pretty confused really because Mum wasn't there. I was supposed from school and from my lab all combined because you just get bits. I got them on Christmas Eve, and the next day had to go to, for the big feast that we had. And then they were going in the pool and I couldn't go in, and like your cousins and all just look at you and think, what's wrong with them? Oh yeah, they're all going on about it, and if they had it, they were saying how wonderful they were and boasting and all this nonsense.
Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Today we're going to be talking about, let's just say Adam and Eve's downfall. Yeah. Yes, Eve. Sex. Now, I know this conversation is going to make us all feel so uncomfortable, but it's important to keep in mind that we are all ladies here, so you feel free to ask any questions. Yes, Lisa. Lisa Schaefer. I will not dignify that filthy question with an answer. Your father would be ashamed of you. Not to mention Mama Joan. Do you want me to tell her? I didn't think so. Now, boys will be experiencing
a lot of changes. It's an exciting time in a man's life. Your voices will finally start to grow deep, and the ladies will start to notice you. And you'll start to have some urges. Strong urges.
It's important for us to be mindful of their thoughts and their feelings when getting dressed and interacting with them at school. It would be malicious of us to attempt simply for our own vanity, especially when STDs lurk behind every sexual encounter, ladies. Yes, STDs, formerly known as sexually transmitted diseases, more accurately known as the serpent's token of disdain. There is no protecting yourself from these once you open your legs, ladies. Nor is there any... Yes, Julie.
What is that?
Julie? Touching your clitoris is like ringing Satan's doorbell. We got another one! Nor is there any real protection from getting pregnant. Yes, Susan. Oh, Susan. Condoms? Oh, I am so glad you asked that question. Condoms are nothing more than a marketing ploy to steal your money and disease you with serpent's token of disdain. The only true way to protect yourselves is to keep your body as sacred as possible and stay away from
Sex is, well, I don't know how to quite put it, but it's a huge stepping stone in a man's life. But something I need to quickly touch on, condoms. You don't want to ruin your life with a careless dip in the old jelly jar, am I right, my fellas? Now, if you don't wear condoms, you'll get STDs, okay? Now, your book will refer to them as sexy transmission or something or other, but I like to call them Satan's taxation on dick. Trust me, that shit ain't pretty, my friends, even if she is, okay? Or worse. Okay, I'm gonna paint a picture. I'm not a Picasso, but let me paint a picture for you. Let's say you get a full ride to college on a football scholarship, and then news comes out that you done knocked a little filly up because you done hit it and quit it, didn't know how to wrap it up. You either throw your whole entire life away, or you're the asshole that ditched. Wear condoms, or else you'll die. But in order to go over some criteria I was given, we're gonna take a look at this very ripe banana and the condom. Oh my God, that is so slimy. So remember, ladies, these are not to be trusted. Your life depends on plastic so thin you can't even tell it's there. It says it right here on the package. So, to use the condom, you take it, and I've heard that you wrap it before you tap it. So you just wrap it around, and then you tap it, just like that, and then it goes on, and okay, well actually I was just kidding with that first one. You take it and you have the pointy tip part going up, and then whenever you drop it, it's just going to go straight on. So you take it and you go straight like this, and okay, well, you want to know what? If you want to know how to use one of these, you need to talk to your parents and a priest. And oh, yeah, okay. Now, I know what y'all are thinking. That's a big banana, right? The answer is yes.
seriously, this is real life. I mean, take a look at that, ladies. Mind you, see that? This is the hoochie. Okay, you ready, ladies? Seriously, y'all don't have your notepads out? I'm so disappointed in all of you. K-O-O-C-H-I-E, coochie. That's how it's spelled, ladies, and that's what it's called. Yeah. Yeah. Come on, who wants to touch it? Nice and squishy, right for you. What? That's what you get for talking in class, Susan. Oh, it's coming at you. It's coming at you hot and fast. Yeah. Who wants to take a taste? No, that's some good girls right there. Yeah. This thing is crawling with the service token of disdain. And they would be crawling all over your hands. And your face. The penises.
Delicious. Whoever said Mondays were bad? Get to have some guy talk and get refreshments. Now, before I forget, I got some treats for y'all. You remember them condoms I was telling y'all about earlier that protect you from the Satan's taxations on your little dicks? Well, this is what they look like. Here you go. Take some. There you go. Oh, don't be a pussy. You can come on. Take one. Y'all got any questions while I'm passing these out? What'd you say? You say you want to do what with women? Respect them. Boy, who put something like that in your head? Your mama. Let me tell you something about your mama. Back in the day, she let the football team do a lot of things to her that I would not call respect, okay? There you go. There you go. Move it along, move it along. Oh, Boris. Have you hit puberty yet, son? I think not. Your voice is higher than my child support bill. What am I supposed to do with this? Okay, try again next year. Now, I want every single one of you to use these within the next few days. Okay? At your age, the ladies are crawling with insecurity. So you just find yourself an insecure feeling. Take your little Jimmy and his top hat, and y'all get to tangle in all night. Okay? Boris. Of course, you don't know what I'm talking about, but that's all right. I was once in your shoes, son, so I'm going to give you a little secret. It's going to teach you everything you need to know about sexual intercourse, okay? It's called porn. Say it with me. Porn. Oh, no. Come on, Phil. Get some hair on your chest. Say it. Porn. There you go. Woo. Now, that's going to tell you everything you need to know, okay? All the way down to the fact that not one single hair follicle is supposed to be on the girl's vagina. Don't let them lying heifers tell you that's true. They're just dirty, okay? Now, and down to some moves, okay? My personal favorite is jackhammer, okay? Keep going. You know. But anyways, how about a little competition? Can't join this one, Boris. Let's see who can sleep with the most women within the next 10 days, and the winner is going to get, ladies. Did you see this thing? I swear to God. Oh my God, there's white stuff everywhere. Oh my God, there's white stuff all over me. Somebody get it off. Oh my God. There's white stuff coming out of that thing. Don't touch it. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, tell me about what you learned today. Seriously, come on, what you learned?
Penises are disgusting.
Very good. She's a good girl. She's got it. Anyone want to disagree? Seriously, because if you want to disagree with that, you get to take this one home. I'll put it in your purse for you and all. God, that is so gross. So, ladies, your purity. is a flower that will wilt away and die
Divide and conquer, my man. Divide and conquer!
I'm sorry. Father, forgive me for I have sinned. I saw the line between religion and sexuality and I pulled at the hem. I did not mean to cause a commotion in your sanctuary, but she stopped me. The wife of the pastor, the symbol of holiness, pulled me to the side and told me to never wear that dress again. As though it was my fault that I was becoming woman with every movement of my head. Father, forgive me, but have I sinned? No man shall see my naked body till marriage? But how will man know the wonders of your creation in its fullness? Unclothed, uncovered, unblemished, perfection. Like the first woman in your garden. And with every bite of the apple, I saw the things hidden from Eve. Intelligence beyond man, affirmation in my independence. I saw the line begin to curve like every inch of woman. Father, forgive me for I became woman. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, but I hate how I'm afraid to go out at night. Not because it's dark and there could be ghouls and goblins lurking in the unknown void, but because I'm afraid I'm too feminine for the night. Somehow, my femininity becomes a threat to the creatures creeping there, and I have to be prepared for them to retaliate in self-defense. During the day, these creatures could be friendly faces or chivalrous gentlemen that appreciate the fleeting flutter of a female, but at night, they become poor, fragile, impressionable victims. I become responsible for what they can be exposed to because if I become too careless, my body might become too offensive for them. It's strange how my feminine qualities are most feared in the night, though. Because during the day, my curves are considered curious and captivating, but at night they become cruel and corrupt. During the day, my hair is a halo of humility, but at night it becomes a hurricane horror. During the day, the staccato of my high heels announce my grandiose entrance, but at night it becomes a battle cry. I'm learning that as long as the sun is up, my femininity is seen as friendly, but as soon as it comes down, my femininity is seen as feral. Otherwise, why else would I be attacked walking the streets at night just because I'm a woman? I now understand that I need to tone down these ferocious threats. So I'll use clothes to drown the curves, and ties to choke the hair, and sneakers to silence the alarm because I don't mean to be offensive. I'll turn down the volume. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm crying, and I confess what I've been feeling for years. I think I'm asexual, I whispered. He's quiet. He's scared. I know he is, but I am too. does that mean? He asks. I tell myself the hardest part is over. It means that I'm not physically attracted to people, and I feel no need to be with them in a physical sense. He's confused. I know he is, but I am too. Is it because of me? He asks. I'm taken aback by this question. No! I have always felt this way. I was just scared to admit it. Is it because of your past? He asks. I know that he is just trying to understand. But it is punching holes in my sinking stomach, and I only manage to whisper, I don't know. Will you always be this way? He asks. Again, I whisper, I don't know. I mutter that I don't want to talk about it anymore. He seems relieved to end the conversation, and I make no attempt to bring it up in the future. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Robert. That was my current boyfriend at the time. 2 months into our relationship, I received a text message. He was breaking up with me. Why was he breaking up with me? He was breaking up with me because I refused to give him a blowjob the night before. Refused. That's such a harsh word. I just didn't feel like it. There's nothing wrong with a woman who goes down on her man or vice versa. I just didn't want to. It was simple. My body, my mouth, my tongue, my choice. And so he broke up with me. Then people asked why. Why had he broken up with me? My response? Well, we just didn't work out. Why was I not confident in my decision? Maybe this just meant that I wasn't pleasing enough. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. About a year ago, one of my grandfather's friends grabbed my ass at a Christmas party. I'm talking an old man. I've known since I was a baby. At first, I thought it must be an accident. But then it began to happen at every family get-together. It was like he sought me out, grabbing at whatever skin was visible, my back, my shoulders, my neck, my waist. I laughed. What else was I supposed to do? I mean, when I told people in my family, they laughed too. What a creep, they said. I always thought that if somebody grabbed at me on the street, I would turn and humiliate them somehow. I would walk away a strong and righteous woman. But here I was, suppressing the urge to scream, "Get the fuck off of me!" Instead, I would choose to sit the rest of the party. At least that way, my waist down was safe. I'm sorry. sorry.
What are y'all doing here?
It's the girls' room, duh.
Oh, the girls' room.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey everyone, and welcome to
The girls' room.
Honey Drip here, and I stopped being cute when my hair grew in.
Oh,
Oh, man, finally some oxygen. Hi, everyone. It's Sugar Tunnel.
Hey, Sugar Tunnel.
my name is Cleopatra, and I don't open up easily. Yeah.
Well, I'm Vagina, and I'm an open book. My name's Viola, and I'm not used to crowds. Aww. Okay, well today in
The Girls' Room,
we are going to be talking about the gynecologist. OMG!
no OBGYN.
What's an OBGYN? Well, it's like an old bald guy.
Journeying.
To nut. Basically, a place where you go and you pay to get your pussy touched. Yep.
That's why I'm never going back.
Oh, ladies, easy peasy. It's a breeze.
Cover girl. No, that's not it.
My OBGYN is also my mom's OBGYN! We do not have an honest relationship.
Well, I mean, liars go to hell.
Yeah.
I mean, if you believe in that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Get your rosaries off my ovaries!
Love it. Okay, next in
The Girls' Room.
we're going to be talking about masturbation.
This is my favorite subject. You know why? Why? Because this pussy loves to be stroked. Okay! I mean, how else are we supposed to get rid of the urges? Hello? Can I do it?
I get bored. There are better things out there for me.
I mean, seriously, have y'all never had a personal space? Get the fuck off me. I don't want you touching me. I'm trying to sleep here. Anyways, what about you, Viola?
Yeah, Viola.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I have,
Oh my gosh.
I don't think she knows how to do it. Why don't we show her?
No. Director, are you trying to give everyone a heart attack? This is not the performance art I signed up for in 2016. Oh my, stop it! That is enough! What is wrong with you? For shame.
And I finished.
Okay, Viola, it's okay. What's next?
Please,
Oh my
next.
God,
Get out of here.
stop. Okay, next, in the girls' room. The girls' room. They're gonna be talking about hair. Yeah.
Oh, girls, I hate the blades. And that stinky cream. I don't care what any of you guys say. It all hurts, and it isn't worth it. It's a bloodbath every week of the month.
Well, for me, it's the bald and the beautiful.
Hey, my mom watches that show.
Hey.
Have you ever seen a hairless cat and thought, oh, that's cute? No, I didn't think so.
You haven't seen me before.
Ooh.
I am looking right at you.
Hey, I haven't had my haircut today.
Today?
Well, my Sugar Tunnel, you can be bald and beautiful, but I'm all natural, cause baby, I was born this way. I mean, I love my hair, but my pussy looks so polished when the hair is gone. Yeah, I can tell. Did you get a haircut? Yes, I did. Good. Thank you.
Well, I whip my hair back and forth. I whip my hair back and forth.
She always says that.
Yes,
Listen.
I do. What do you want?
The girls' room. We're going to be talking
well done on the outside, juicy on the inside. It's got onions everywhere, and it's drizzling in barbecue sauce. Oh, looks friggin' delicious.
I think I want to be a vegetarian. Is anybody else hungry? Because I'm salivating.
No? I've got eggs.
What?
You all do! I see what you did there.
I like eggs.
Okay.
Hello. It's me. I was wondering if after all these years you'd like to meet. No? Okay, whatever.
Ooh, karaoke. Okay, my turn. When will my reflection show who I am
Inside! Wait, I thought this was the girls' room, not American Idol.
Whatever. Hater.
Hey, girls. The only time Emily ever looks at me is when she thinks I have cancer.
Well, do you?
No, but it is really serious. I mean, I knew somebody who knew somebody who lived next door to somebody, and they thought that they had cancer.
Well, did they?
It was a freckle.
That's 30 seconds of my life wasted.
Seriously.
Next in
The girls' room!
we're going to be talking about periods. Wait a second. Why are we looking down? That just means we're not pregnant!
Well, I mean, some of us don't have to worry about that.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, seriously though, can you imagine pushing out something that is 10 pounds?
No, I can't actually.
One time, my mom got pregnant. 8 times!
Oh my gosh! You'd think they just fall out after that.
No. Is it true that the vagina gets 8 centimeters wide?
I never want to be that fat.
The vagina is actually incredibly strong.
How is it?
Wow.
Yes it is. You can say that again. I am a strong, independent woman that don't need no man or woman. Cleopatra 2016 presidential election. If Trump can do it, I can too. Yes.
I don't know about you, but I just always feel like I'm being punished when I'm on my period. It's like, spotlight, please. Bleeding. Join me anytime. Bleeding.
Oh, wait a second. So now we're allowed to sing? Okay.
What's wrong, Sugar Tunnel? It's just, well, I keep having nightmares about
White sheets?
Well, if they get too close to me, that will be 2 bloodbaths. I mean, literally. Seriously, you like late? No, I'm so sorry. We're not talking about this. Ugh. Oh. I hope you didn't like those panties.
You might need one of these.
Another one.
Thanks for joining us in
The girls' room.
Join us next time. We're going to be talking about how many holes do we really have.
Good point.
That is not a good question.
One summer, tulips appeared in my mother's vegetable garden. They seemed to sprout overnight in a few rows she lent that year to new neighbors from California. I was at first put off by these garish plants. Such strange and vibrant flowers seemed out of place amongst the respectable beans, peppers, spinach, and other vegetables we'd always grown. Gradually, however, the brilliance of the tulips won me over. Their bright and also soft shades relieved the green monotone that by late summer ruled the garden. I marveled at the beautiful layers, each one revealing a different shade, a different perspective, a different story, and yet still all the petals remained touching. Tulips defined beauty for me that summer and changed my view of the world. But flowers have a way of doing that. They began changing the way the world looked almost as soon as they appeared on earth. And when they bloom, every petal is revealed and open like a welcoming hand, asking to be held by a dear friend. But this wasn't what I found to be most beautiful about flowers. Flowers speak to each other. They are all connected in a garden by roots underground, hidden to the naked eye. They feel the life that runs through each neighboring flower and choose to share their beauty with one another. The flowers from my mother's garden taught me the beauty in this.
I used to be placed on a pedestal. I was an example of what women should be. I was respectful, apologetic, and most importantly, pure. People appreciated my innocence. As if girls who acted on their sexuality were committing some kind of crime. In many people's eyes, it was just that. It was a crime for a woman to embrace her body. It was disgusting for her to be the proud owner of the sexuality she possessed. These girls were pushed to the back. Silenced and shamed, they became the quiet legion of wallflowers. A graveyard scene where reputations went to die and respect was a long forgotten feeling. Irrelevant of what I actually did. As my body developed, my innocence was considered fleeting. The crime of womanhood had been etched across my chest, my waist, and my ass.
You see, I didn't grow up feeling very pretty. I had round cheeks, covered in freckles, something very similar to a mullet. Large teeth that couldn't decide where to go other than out, and big hands that I kept in my pockets. I felt out of place amongst my beautiful, slim, blonde friends. Where their hair grew long, mine grew curls that coiled in all directions. I was every bit a wallflower and I hated it. I hated the dispute my body was having with its neighboring peers, the mold that my body was fighting against.
1 in 5 women are sexually assaulted. When was the moment? When was the time when the burden of his lust became mine? When my childlike frame gave way and became woman? When did my body become a symbol, a marketing ploy, a man's toy?
I should weigh just this much. Laugh just this much. Speak just this much. Be just this much. But be beautiful.
When I was a child, the abuser was a monster. As a woman, the abuser is a brother, a mentor, a friend, a manly man. I am the liar and he is the victim. And as I lay broken, he is just doing as boys do. When did humanity decide to no longer be on my side? When did people turn blind eyes to the suffering of those who are just trying to find safety, comfort, and love? When did the clothes that I wore determine if I were a whore? When did a midriff bear be a dare to touch me? When did love become your excuse to fuck me? What did I do to deserve this? How did I earn a fate that I hate? When did I become woman?
until that summer that I discovered where beauty originated, how it grew and bent. I had been planted by the many generations of women before me. My curls tell adventurous stories of the unruly women in my family tree. My freckles are sweet kisses from the goddess sun that nourishes me. My teeth are bold and meant to bite when I am silenced. And my hands are meant to hold the sisters in my garden when they too call themselves wallflowers. Most annuals and many perennials will continue to bloom throughout the growing season if regularly deadheaded. Deadheading is the gardening term used for the removal of dead or faded flowers from plants. Deadheading is done in general to maintain both the plant's appearance and overall performance. Flowers are beautiful and can brighten anyone's garden. However, it isn't long before they wilt and die.
I hate getting flowers. I want something different, something unique, something that's going to last. Flowers are what every girl gets. I don't want the same thing. I want to know that you put thought into my gift. If you're going to spend money on me, don't waste it on a bouquet of roses that I'm only going to throw away within a week. Sure, they're beautiful to look at, but I don't need a dozen. Just get me one beautiful rose.
Deadheading is an important task to keep up with in a garden. Flowers fade and lose their attraction over time, spoiling the overall appearance of a garden or individual plants. As flowers begin to shed their petals, energy is developed into the new seeds. Regular deadheading, however, will keep the focus of the energy on the flowers.
I never really wanted flowers. Getting them is sad. It's a reminder that beautiful things fade and die so quickly. Sure, there are ways to hold on to them, but they become so breakable and brittle, just like all of the moments that they're meant to celebrate. What's the point in gifting something so fleeting and superficial?
Deadheading is very simple. Simply pinch or cut back the flower stem right below the spent blossoms and right above the first set of healthy full leaves. Repeat this process throughout the entire garden, making sure to get rid of any dead or fading flowers. Some gardeners find the task of deadheading easier by trimming. If that's the case, simply trim the very few inches of the top, removing the dead portion but keeping the healthy parts. It's important to keep your plants rejuvenated. If all have died, simply hack it off or cut it back.
I've always loved getting flowers. I think they even grow in beauty when they die. Something about hanging a bouquet of dead roses is so classic and romantic to me. My first boyfriend in high school used to get me flowers all the time, and I would put them in my books to press and frame for later. I'd always end up forgetting to frame them, and I never actually even took them out of the books. So to this day, if I go home and open up an old book of mine, there's almost always a flower inside. When we first broke up, I used to cry every time one fell from the pages. But now I can see the beauty in them again. They are just as beautiful as they were before. They're just darker now, and you can't hold them quite as tight.
Get in the habit of deadheading early and often. If you spend a short time in your garden each day, then the task of deadheading will become easier. Start early, around late spring when there are few to little dead flowers on a plant. If you spend regular amount of time deadheading, then the task of deadheading will lessen. However, if you wait till later in the season, around early fall, then the task of deadheading will be rightfully dreadful.
I really see no point in flowers. Their only purpose is to look pretty. They don't cook, clean, or buy me chocolate. chocolate. If I was given flowers, I would be insulted. Don't buy me some half-assed afterthought gift. Speaking of afterthought, I hate when girls smell flowers as if they actually smell good. Because I honestly think they smell like crap. Plus, they mess with my allergies, so if they have to be in the room, try to keep them away, but visible.
If I'm expecting company, I like to walk through my garden, checking for any dead or faded flowers. If I see any, I simply snap them off. I don't care if they flower for me. I want them to flower for when people come over. I like to cut them back nice and hard 2 to 3 weeks before I'm expecting company. That way, by the time my friends and family come over, my garden is in full bloom. Nothing is more rewarding to a gardener than to watch your garden come to full bloom. And by practicing the task of deadheading, well, nature will reward you with a second blooming for you to enjoy. Happy gardening.
I remember when I was in high school and I used to be so insecure. I thought of myself as undesirable and weak. Like I could never get a guy to glance my way. When I got to college, however, everything changed. Men started paying a lot more attention to me, especially at parties where I would be dancing sexy. All of a sudden, they couldn't get enough of me. I was the girl they wished they came with and the one they had to know before they left. Little old me. The one no one cared about, remember? Now I want to set the record straight. I didn't just get attention because I could dance sexy. I got noticed because I decided to get dressed and be noticed. I decided when and where guys could look at me, whether or not they got a dance, or how they were allowed to approach me. I was in control and I loved it. It didn't take me long to realize that I have a power, kind of like a superhero. Not only do I have the ability to attract men or women, but I can choose when I implement it. Call me Diana Prince by day and Wonder Woman by night. Only I can decide who looks upon my beautiful power. And only I can decide who's worthy. You can call me a wallflower all you like. It's fine by me because it's true. But only because I choose for it to be. And don't try to undermine my choices, calling me an attention whore because I choose to put myself on display. I'm excluding myself because this wallflower is exclusive. Correct me if I'm wrong, but flowers are supposed to call attention to themselves. Their purpose is literally to attract organisms in order for their species to continue to thrive, so it seems you're upset with me for doing exactly what I'm supposed to do. It's just like man to think nature is for your pleasure only. But guess what? I won't grow on your command. I won't blossom on your impatient time, and I damn sure won't be plucked like a chicken for your minuscule existence. It's so funny how you think I'm an attention whore, but the only one paying attention is you. And the way you're so upset, one would think that the price is too high, but that's crazy because you would have paid it anyway. If it were up to you, you would be checking out my petals and sizing out my leaves and admiring how deep my roots run all day long. You're just mad that you don't get to choose when to put me on display. You're mad that you no longer have the ability to decide my availability according to your convenience. That's all right. You can be mad all you want, but be careful because you might work yourself into the grave. Now, while that's shitty for you, that suits me just fine. Because while you're rotting, your cold, lifeless body will provide the nutrients for me to continue to thrive until the next time that I decide who gets to admire this feral, curiously captivating hurricane horror, grand entrance having ferociously fierce wonder of a wallflower.
Woman. Let them see what a woman looks like. They may not have ever seen one before. Let them hear about Eve's first rebellion in that garden. Let them see the war between our legs. Let them know of the women who will not be nameless here.
Give me a city where my body is not a symbol, a marketing ploy, a man's toy.
Give me decisions, a wordless wardrobe, and opinionless dress.
Give me a place where my body is not public property.
I'm not ashamed of what I am because there is no shame.
I am not Rib.
I am a woman.
I am girl.
I am a lady.
I am a creature with a voice.
I have a mind.
Do not give me raw meat and tell me it is nourishment. I know a slaughterhouse when I see one.
It looks like 24/7 live streaming, reminding me that men are going to fuck me whether I like it or not.
That there is one use for my mouth, and it is not for speaking.
That a man is his most powerful when he's got a woman by the hair.
It looks like websites and seminars teaching you how to fuck more bitches.
It sounds like the day your father told you that wearing a skirt in the city was like driving without a seatbelt on.
It sounds like the first time you were catcalled.
I will not practice bloody hands. I will not make-believe dissected women. I will not be sorry. I am not sorry.
My sex cannot be packaged. My sex is magic. I am whole, and I exist when you are not fucking me.
I will not turn down the volume because I am
Uterus,
vagina,
Vulva,
Clitoris.
breast-free, unrestrained, wetness between my thighs, menstrual blood. They are mine, and I am not sorry.
I am not sorry.
I am not Rib. I was not created for man or from man.
My body is a temple, and I am not sorry. I am not sorry.
I'm not sorry.
I am not sorry.
We are identified by our thighs and our bones and our size, even though you keep telling us that we shouldn't be making noise in the first place.
1 in 5 women are sexually assaulted. 1,
2, 3, 4,
5.
Bring me little heart of silver. Bring me little water now. Bring me little water, Sylvie.
Oh my God.